Hi guys, welcome back to Saving Salvage. Right, in today's video we'll be doing another spec check review, and this time it will be on a brand new Audi E-TRON that I have collected and will be delivering at some point next week. So as always guys, if you do enjoy these videos, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you haven't already, please do head over to my Instagram, which is up there. It is saving_salvage, just for a few updates and pictures during the week. Right, I'm going to have to apologise if you can hear some wind noise. It is windy today, nothing I can do about it, and unfortunately my camera does not support an external microphone, so until I get a new camera I'll just have to keep apologising. So without further ado, let's crack on with today's video and check out this brand new Audi E-TRON. Right guys, here we are. Welcome to a brand new Audi E-TRON. For those of you that are wondering straight away why there is white tape all around the car, you're best off probably going to see a video I'll put in the top corner now, which is called What Is My Job. That'll explain everything and will explain why there's wraps etc. in the car. So this is an Audi E-TRON Launch Edition 55 Quattro. So this is pretty much the top of the range Audi E-TRON that you can get. It's the most powerful one with the 55 Quattro, and it is the Launch Edition, so a lot of stuff comes standard anyway, but it also does have quite a lot of spec on this car. So in today's video we will be just going around the car, checking the spec, seeing what options this car has on it, and seeing how much this car could be on your drive for. So we'll start at the front of the car, going around. I actually really like the look of this car. I think it's one of my favourite looking current Audis. Size-wise, it's a bit odd because it's not based on, it's its complete own model. It's the only Audi that's completely electric at the moment, and it's not really based on anything. It's sort of in between a Q5 and a Q7. I think a Q7 sits just a little bit higher. It's a little bit longer, we're talking a matter of a couple of centimetres, maybe not even that, and it's a little bit wider, and this is just again a little bit wider, longer than a Q5, but it's actually the same height. So it's a very odd car. It's sat right in between a Q5 and a Q7, and it is a very nice looking car. So we'll start off at the front. The grills is pretty cool. It's an all closed off grille. The only ventilation you'll get is for the condenser. which is sat right behind the grille, but obviously this has no engine in, so it doesn't need air feeding it constantly, so you've got very little there you go, airflow. You can see the condenser down there. So most of the grille is actually closed off. This is obviously will help with fuel consumption. You have your parking sensors all in the grille, one down there and another couple around the side, and you've got your front camera here. And going around, you've got full LED headlights with your headlight washers, and oh, you got a real vent. Oh, Mr. Matt Watson would love a real vent. Going around the car, a lot of you may have noticed as well, it doesn't actually have any wing mirrors. So this is again exclusive at the moment to the E-TRON. They have done away with wing mirrors and replaced them with cameras. I will show you it when we jump in the car, but it's again to aid in fuel consumption and drag, less drag, etc. Very weird to get used to. I still haven't got used to them yet at all, but they are a pretty cool concept. So going down this side, we have a charging point here. You just press the button. You've got one each side, and that is just where you charge the vehicle from. It's pretty good actually having one each side, because then you don't have to worry about what way around you're parking your car when you drive, so that's a good touch. So again, the wheels are also, they've been designed for maximum fuel efficiency, and these ones are an optional extra. I think they're a free option, to be fair. There's a choice of 3 wheels on these, but these are just an optional turbine type alloy. So going around the back, and you've got really nice from the rear as well. It's a really nice looking car, this, and it's incorporated this full length LED side light design as well, which all the Porsches and current Audis, even other manufacturers, are starting to adopt as well. And underneath, which is pretty cool, you can see, I don't know if it's going to focus for you, but it's got an under tray that goes the whole length of the car. So obviously, whereas a conventional engined car would need space for your exhaust, etc., and obviously airflow for the engine and gearbox to cool down, this obviously doesn't, and it has a complete flat under tray that goes all the way up to the rear axle and even beyond. Look, it's even flat, it's even covered right up to the rear bumper. Again, this is to aid drag and fuel consumption. And also you can see here it's got a tow bar, so it's a bit odd to have an E-TRON with a tow bar. I'm not sure what this can tow, but I'm sure that would impact battery life quite a lot. So going down this side is pretty similar to the other side, and again we have a charging point here, exactly same as the other side, and round to the front. So this car in particular, as I was saying, is a 55 Launch Edition Quattro, and they come with quite a lot of standard, but the options on this car, it has a comfort and sound pack, LED interior pack, which is standard. It's got Bang & Olufsen, which is standard. Front and rear cameras, 360 cameras, so along with mirrors in the front and rear, it's also got mirrors on the side as well. Just if the camera's going to focus, a mirror here. You've got electric front seats, you've got heads-up display. This has got a storage pack, trailer hitch as you just saw. It's in Floret Silver. It's got an Audi Sport pack, which I think is standard as well. HD Matrix headlights, which again are standard. Panoramic sunroof and Tour pack, which are all standard. But being the Launch Edition, obviously it comes with quite a lot of stuff standard anyway. It is £83,000. This one in particular has £6,200 worth of options and is a retail on the road price of £88,500. But it is a very nice looking car. Right, so now we'll jump onto the inside. As you can see, it's still got a load of wraps on the car because it is a brand new car. So everything's still got stickers all over. But again, this is quite a unique design in the interior. Although the steering wheel, dash and the infotainment is very similar what you would find in the newer A6, A7s and above, This whole center console is completely exclusive to an e-tron. I've seen no other car have this kind of gear stick like this, and it's also got a really deep center console. I'm not too sure why it's different to the others, but there isn't another Audi model that has this type of center console. But although everything else is quite similar to an A6, an A7 or above. So if I just grab the keys, which are in here, and again the keys, you get your own E-TRON designation badge, which looks pretty cool. So if we turn on the ignition, you'll be able to see. Sorry, the car is in transport mode, so it's going to throw up loads of errors. So these, just let that stop. These are the cameras instead of mirrors. Very, very weird to get used to. I mean, try reversing with these cameras is weird. It's just very weird to get used to. Obviously, you've got the one each side, and you can move around as well. I mean, I don't know really what use that is, because when you're reversing, you're probably not going to be moving your fingers around, but it's a cool design. The only thing I'd worry about is if someone knocks your mirror off, how much is that going to cost to replace? Because I imagine it's not going to be cheap. But that is very cool. Let me know what you think about those in the comments. Is that something you could get used to and can get on board with, or do you reckon you should just stick with your standard conventional mirror? So with this, instead of having a rev counter, you've got like a battery counter. So you've got your, like, how much, when you put your foot down, obviously how much power you're putting in, 25 obviously up to 100%. It's pretty similar to a normal dials. Other than that, you've still got your range as normal, but it's just your rev counter which is different. All your infotainment, again, that is exactly the same as the RS6 I showed you, so I won't bother going into that. If you do want to check out the RS6 review I did, again, I'll put that video up in the top corner now for you to check out as well. That was collecting a brand new 2020 RS6. So that is the interior of the new Audi e-tron. So just looking at the front and rear room, as I was saying earlier, these are very similar to the Q5 and Q7. There is not much in between it. This does sort of sit in between the two. So if you had a choice between a Q5 or even a Q5e, this and a Q7, what would you choose? Let me know in the comments below, because they're all quite a similar price. The Q7 and this will be a very similar price. The Q5 will be cheaper. If it was a Q5e, it would probably be 10 to 15 grand cheaper than this. The range on this, being the 55 Quattro, it is around 250 to 300 miles, so it's not bad. It is pretty good, but obviously if you're doing those long distance miles, that is where it's going to hurt. So let me know, guys, what would you choose between a Q5, maybe a Q5e, as it's relevant to electric cars, a Q5e, this e-tron, or a Q7 for the price? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing I forgot to bring your attention to are these massive orange brake calipers as well. Again, this is an e-tron thing. I'm not sure why they're orange. I thought efficiency was labelled with blue these days, but apparently orange. So what do you think to these orange brake calipers? A bit of an odd one, but if they are looking for a bit more orange, there's orange on the back of the e-tron badge as well. So orange calipers, yes or no? And also, do you think that these cameras are a gimmick, or do you reckon they'll be quite useful in the future? Right, that is it for today's video, guys. We have a spec overview of this very nice Audi e-tron, and we've also got a list price for how much this particular model is. So as always, guys, I do hope you enjoy these videos. It is a little bit different to what I normally do. Obviously transporting cars all the time. Sometimes I get a few cars like this. I can do things like a spec overview. Obviously I can't review the cars. I'm not a car reviewer. I don't drive them on the road. I purely just transport them. So just little things like this, just a little bit different, just to freshen things up every now and again on the channel. So as always, guys, if you do enjoy these videos and you'd like to see more of these, please do like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.